North Oldham and Jeffersonville High School will be taking on each other as we get ready for a special interview here with Lily Fondrisi, sideline reporter, and she'll be interviewing Coach Grants.
Film to look at. In that film, though, they put up 100 points. They like to press, run up and down, shoot a lot of outside shots. So we got to make sure that we're getting back in transition defense and finding our shooters.
Is there any type of special plays or special types of things you want your team to accomplish tonight?
No, we've really been working on just execution of the basic fundamentals. So I'm really looking for that tonight.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Great interview there with Coach Grants. We saw the words there from him as he gets ready for this game. 2 minutes on the clock here before we get started. And as we mentioned, Jeffersonville versus North Oldham. North Oldham, a Kentucky school, as we mentioned. And many of these Kentucky schools have not got to play games yet. And if they have, just one so far for this North Oldham team. But I'm Wyatt Williams, along with me, Gervasi O. Mitchell. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am great. Ready for an awesome ball game between two schools that put up quite a bit of points so far in the only game this year for North Oldham. So I will get this stat up for you right now. They are 1-0, and their win over Trimble County on the 16th, just 3 short days ago, they put up 100 points. So they are no stranger to putting up a lot of points in a high school game. But yeah, as we get ready here, I also want to mention that tonight's game is sponsored in part by Larry Wilder, attorney at law, serving Jeffersonville and Southern Indiana since 1986, and a graduate of Jeffersonville High School. For legal problems, Larry Wilder is available by phone or text at 502-930-4152. That is 502-930-4152. Larry Wilder, a proud Red Devil alumni. So Gervasio, as we get ready for this game here, clock ticks down. We got 40-ish seconds here before we get started with our intros and our national anthem. But what are the main things you're excited for here in this game?
The main things that I'm excited for this game is the Red Devils, to see how they bounce back from their loss the past weekend to Providence, and see if they can bounce back in the winning streak.
Now we send it over to our very own WJHI representative, Jasmine Fondrisi, to sing our national anthem.
Tonight, our colors are presented by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Pryor. Singing our national anthem tonight is Miss Jasmine Fondrisi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Johnson Arena on the campus of Jeffersonville Senior High School for tonight's matchup between the visiting Mustangs from North Oldham High School and your Jeffersonville Red Devils. Let's meet the starting lineups tonight. First, for the visiting Mustangs from North Oldham. Starting at guard, a 6'3" senior, number 25, Thomas Ashton. Starting at another guard, a 5'6" junior, number 2, Austin Carr Cole. Starting at forward, a 6'4" senior, number 12, Caleb Hawley. Starting at another forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 3, Ian Higdon. And starting at guard, a 6' sophomore, number 1, Dallas Roberts. And now for the starting lineup for your Jeffersonville Red Devils. Starting at guard, a 6'5" junior, number 1, Will Loving Watts. Starting at another guard, a 5'9" junior, number 2, Kobe Stoudemire. Starting at guard, a 6' junior, number 5, Jared Tyson. Starting at guard, a 6'5" junior, number 11, Brandon Razor Moore. And starting at forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 35, Monty McGee. The Red Devils are led by head coach Andrew Grants, and North Oldham is led by head coach Matthew Spencer.
That was your starting lineup for tonight's game as we get ready here. Warren Smith, Michael Brandman, and Rob Wan will be your officials for tonight. And tonight tipping off, we are going to have Will Lovings-Watts tipping off against number 3. That is going to be Ian Higdon. Tip-off is up, and it will be possessed by North Oldham. He's coming up with it here. Over side to Higdon. Higdon inside, puts up a layup. It's going to be no good. Rebound McGee. Over now to Stoudemire has it. He will cross the timeline. Over now to McGee. Now to Will Lovings-Watts. He has it at the J. Now to Stoudemire at the logo. Back over to Lovings-Watts. Lovings-Watts drives inside. Puts up a jump shot and it's going to be no good off the back of the rim. Rebound McGee. Out to Jared Tyson, who drives inside with the baseline, and this one is going to be blocked by Ian Higdon, the 6'4" sophomore. Passing this in here is going to be Brandon Razor Moore. As everybody clears out, it will come in to Lovings-Watts. Lovings-Watts with it. Over now to Razor Moore. He drives inside. Nice backdoor pass to McGee. And he will put that one down for the first 2 points of the game. It is 2-0 with 7:05 left. Red Devils lead. Bringing it up the court here. That is going to be Roberts, who dishes this one over now. Ashton. Now that is Hawley with it. Back to Roberts. Roberts over to the corner here. Roberts with it. Nice screen there by Higdon. Roberts driving inside, gets up his layup, and he will not get it up. There will be an offensive foul on the play, and it will be Jeffersonville Red Devil ball. As we will have Brandon Razormore checking this one into Studemeyer. He will cross the timeline now. Over now to Razormore. Inside to Will Loving-Swatz, who's got it at the baseline. Out to Razormore. He puts up a three, and it will be good. Making this a 5-0 game here. Red Devils off to a hot start with 6:25 left. And now as we will see Roberts with it. As he looks over here. It's going to be Ashton. North Oldham driving inside. Ashton loses the ball. This one is going to be cleaned back out to Carcole. Carcole is with it. Over now to the corner. Driving inside. Passing it over. Higdon loses it. And this one is going to go out of bounds, and it will be Red Devil ball. As Studemeyer brings this one up. Drives inside. This one's put up, and it will be no good. Now coming up the court is going to be North Oldham. It's going to go out past Carcole, and it will hit his hand. And it will go out of bounds here. It will be Red Devil ball. Now as Razormore gets set, he passes this one into Studemeyer, who crosses the timeline. Razormore has it. He's going to drive inside, puts up the layup off the backboard, and it is no good on that one. It will stay 5-0 with 5:25 left. North Oldham has it here. Almost lost it. Now to Carcole. Carcole heading to the right with it at the logo. Carcole coming left. Sloppy ball handling here. The North Oldham be able to get back hold of it, but this one's going to be picked off by Loving-Swatz, who brings this one up the court. And it is over now to Razormore, who puts it in, making it a 7-0 ball game.
Yeah, that's good defense by the Red Devils there, communicating and be able to get the steal, push it up for a fast break bucket.
Absolutely. As now we will see Roberts with it at the J. He dishes this over to Carcole, who's going to drive inside on the right side. He's going to throw this one out, and there will be a block on the play. This one's going to go on Monty McGee. As the score is 7-0 with 4:45 left.
Yeah, Wyatt, you could tell there's a difference here with the Red Devils talking, moving around on defense. It's creating fast break points for them to be up 7-0 against the North Oldham.
Absolutely. We have seen a roller coaster of a year for this Red Devil team. Some nights they look like the best team in the state, and sometimes they look like the exact opposite. But nonetheless, they are competing, and they are sticking with this together as the camaraderie between this team is amazing. I've talked to Coach Grants about that a lot. Here's, we'll see Studemeyer with it, who's going to pass this over. Now, nice shot from Tyson. This one's going to fall down for him, making it 9-0. Like I was talking about, that's going to be a timeout here for North Oldham. And that will send us to a timeout here with 4:19 left. But kind of what you mentioned there, the camaraderie has been awesome all year long here for the Red Devils. Problem is just finding a way to click here, and I think they're really starting to find that beat. As they're up 9-0 on a really good North Oldham team. With 4:19 left. Defense has been stellar, as you mentioned, though. You want to touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, I noticed that from tonight and the previous games that the Red Devils have had. Their lack of defense, and they're just not communicating, but they're doing that tonight.
And now as we get ready, as it is going to be Roberts checking this one in here to Ashton, who sends it right back to Roberts. He will bring this one across the timeline with some speed as it is Carcole into the corner. Now back to Ashton. He's going to try driving inside. This one's going to be up from Roberts. It's going to be no good. And the ball is bounced out. It will be a Red Devil ball as Loving-Swatz tries to go behind his back. Nice steal play in there by Caleb Hawley. And there will be a three-pointer up and good. That one from Carcole. And that will be the first points of the game here for North Oldham. Now driving inside, Studemeyer puts it up. It bounces around a couple of times, and it will fall, making this an 11-3 ball game with 3:30 left in this ball game here. Now as we see Ashton with it, he's gonna drive left. We will have a charge here. Nice heads-up play there by Razor Moore, sticking it out, planting the feet, drawing that charge. And you know the old saying, Gervasio, if you draw a charge in your basketball tryout, you automatically make the team.
Yeah.
I tried that several times. I didn't make the team. I'd like to say that I was terrible at basketball.
It's not for everybody.
No, it was not for me. That's for sure. I love talking about it,
yeah.
but I can't play it, man. So now as we work out some confusion on the court here, referee's talking with the scoring table across the way there. And there's the whistle. We will get back underway here with 3:25 left. It'll be Studemeyer bringing it up. As he crosses that half-court line, he's going to drive left. Out now to Will Lovings-Watts. He's going to drive inside on the right side, put up a layup off the glass. It's going to be no good. Now as North Oldham works this up the court, aggressive defense from the Red Devils. Over now into the corner, driving inside. Out now to Roberts. Roberts puts up the three, and it is going to airball, no good. And we will have an inbound pass here. North Oldham driving inside over now to the corner to Carcole, who puts up his three, and that one falls, making this one 11-6 ball game with 2:48 left. As Studemeyer sees a lane, drives, but it closes with some great defense from Roberts. We're going to have a nice shot here from Razor Moore, and it is going to go off, no good. And now as North Oldham trying to get hold of the ball, two guys trying to get hold of it, do not. And now with the Red Devil ball, a lot of movement back and forth now, as we will see Carcole coming up the court on the fast break. And this one is going to go out off of Carcole, and it will be Red Devil ball. And this is the big moment we have all been waiting for. Fairman checking in here for the first game ever this season as a Red Devil. He was a previous Red Devil, transferred to J-Town, now back as he checks in for the other J-Town transfer to the Red Devils, that being Brandon Razor Moore. Now Studemeyer brings it up. This will come over now to Tyson. Tyson driving inside, out to Will Lovings-Watts. He gets this over to Fairman. Fairman with it, he is quick. We'll see that a lot. Now Tyson driving inside over to the corner. Studemeyer wide open three look, and he knocks it down, making this a 14-6 ball game.
Good offense right there by the Red Devils, moving the ball around to find the open shot. Right.
Absolutely, I could not agree with you more. Now, great offense hopefully translates to good defense here, as we'll see it has so far for this game. Now driving inside, putting up the shot, that's going to be no good. And there will be a shooting foul on the play. We'll pick up who it was on. I believe it was on Studemeyer. No, it was on Tyson, my correction there. And now as Gibson steps to the line for the first free throws of the night, he puts up his first free throw, and it will go down. As North Oldham now improves their lead to improves their points to 7 points here as they're down by 7. Communication all across the way here. Both teams communicating heavily. Second free throw going to be up and no good. Rebound Lovings-Watts, as we'll see Fairman coming up the court here. Nice pass in the corner to Tyson. He's hit plenty of these all year as he misses that one. No good. Now it's Carcole bringing this up on the fast break. He sets to the top of the key now, driving inside, puts up his layup. It is going to be good, guarded by Fairman on that one. Now as we'll see Fairman back to the same thing. It's going to be Tyson driving inside. He runs the baseline, now out to Lovings-Watts, and we will get a travel on Lovings-Watts on that play, and it will be North Oldham basketball. And now the Mustangs getting ready to pass this one in. It is going to be Thomas Ashton passing this one into Carcole. He does. Now he will cross the timeline as this one is over to Ian Higdon, as Ian Higdon dishes this one over, and it will go out of bounds off of Fairman with some nice defense there from him. Now it's Fairman guards Ashton. They throw this one in. Higdon with it, guarded by Razor Moore. Both J-Town transfers in here, as well as Michael O'Brien. We see Smithers as well. And Studemeyer driving inside. That's going to be Carr Cole, and it will be no good off the backboard. Now bringing this up the court into the corner. That one's going to be Fairman. No good. Nice rebound and put back there as he reaches behind his head. Great play by
Long
Razor
arms.
Moore.
Long arms of Razor Moore. Just be able to tip it back in there.
Great play by him. Now as Carr Cole has it, guarded by Smithers. He drives inside, and this is going to be blocked off the backboard by Razor Moore, and Studemeyer bringing this up very quickly. Driving inside, puts up a nice jumper, and hit one floats down, increasing their lead to 9 points as it is 18-9 with 14 left. Here in this one, clock winding down. We'll see how this one turns out for the Mustangs. They have it with 6 seconds left. This one over into the corner now. Three-pointer up and gonna be good. And Fairman catches this one, throws it down the court, and it will be no good. Nice three-point play there from number 23. That's going to be Austin Gibson, who is the 6th man for this Mustangs team. As we have seen, or excuse me, he's the 7th man, Luke Anderson being the 6th. As we've seen a lot of impact here from number 23, the senior wing player, who is 6'2", 195 pounds, that being Austin Gibson. But hey, I also want to bring up that tonight's game is sponsored in part by Larry Wilder, attorney at law, serving Jeffersonville and Southern Indiana since 1986, and a graduate from Jeffersonville High School. For legal problems, Larry Wilder is available by phone or text at 502-930-4152. Larry Wilder, a proud Red Devil alumni. And Gervasio, we end that one there with a big three-pointer from the Mustangs, making it only a 6-point game here as the clock resets to 8 seconds. What were some of your takeaways from that first quarter?
I think the Red Devils, they did good on defense, communicating, like I said, all quarter. Good. I think it's good for the North Oldham. Even though they were down a lot at one point, they still talk together as a team. They're not fussing at each other, still just playing basketball.
As that we are back to basketball, as you mentioned here, with just under 8 minutes as we start our second quarter. As Brandon Razor Moore has it here, he drives inside, guarded by Roberts. He puts it in. Nice layup there as he slices through the defense like a hot knife through butter. Makes the score 20-12 with 7:35 left. Now this one comes over to Carr Cole. It's going to come back now. Gibson with it. Ball tipped around, now bringing it up the court here. It's going to be Fairman, and he will get fouled. Right on the baseline, foul from number 25, as that is going to be Thomas Ashton. As Fairman will go to the line, we will possibly see his first points as a Red Devil here. First free throw going to be up and good for him, so that will be the first points for Razor Moore into tonight's game and so far for this season as he makes his return game tonight. As he has been a Red Devil student for a little bit now, but finally eligible through the IHSA. You need 10 practices, I believe it is. So he has fulfilled his 10 practices and he is ready to go, as he is a awesome addition to this Red Devil team. As he puts up his second free throw, it's going to be good as well, making this a 22-12 ball game with 7:23 left. And we'll have Roberts bringing this one up.
Looks like the Red Devils are in a 1-3-1.
Now as they're set up defensively, like you said, in the 1-3-1, Mustangs looking to put up points against the 1-3-1. They do here as Carr Cole knocks down a three-pointer, making this a 22-15 ball game. As we have a quick play down the court here from Will Lovings-Watts. He gets fouled on the shot. And Higdon on the foul there. That'll be his first foul of the night. And now this will be Lovings-Watts' first free throws of the night. He puts up his first one, and it rims around a little bit, and it will fall out. It's going to be no good on the play there. Now as we get ready for the second free throw from Lovings-Watts, looking to make this lead even larger to 8 points, and he does, making this a 23-15 ball game. Mustangs inbound. Now, as Mustangs have it, ball fouls around here. Razor Moore on the play, nice steal. Cole very fast, can't get up in time, and a sweet dunk from Will Lovings-Watts. Electric play there from the junior, as we're gonna have a steal here from Fairman. Wonderful play, and possibly 2 dunks, and no, not a dunk, but still a great athletic play there from Will Lovings-Watts. We see him smiling as he comes up the court, pointing over to Fairman. Cole brings this one up across the timeline here. His team down by 12. As he shoots this one over here, as that is going to be number 12 with it. We'll pick up that number for you here in just a second. As Cole drives inside, throws it into Higdon. Higdon puts up, and it's going to be no good block, as we will have a jump ball here. Nice play there by Fairman, getting there and getting that jump ball. As you'll see Fairman check out here. Studemeyer going to come back into this game. And now, Hawley passes this one in here. It's going to be knocked around. Smithers coming up the court looking for the layup. He gets it to fall. And it will be a 14-point game with 5:45 left.
Yeah, the Red Devils are playing very good defense here, Wyatt.
No, they most definitely are. They have held this Mustang team that puts up a lot of points. They've held them to only 15 here so far in this game. We played a little over 10 minutes. This one's going to come up from Roberts. No good. It's going to fall out. Nice inbounds play there. And a steal from Hawley in midair. And now as we're going to have a foul on Michael O'Brien there. And that will send Higdon to the line.
His first team.
The 6'6" sophomore.
Shooting 3 for North Oldham.
First one going to be up and good. And now, as we will see Ashton check back into the basketball game here. Higdon gets ready for his second free throw. It is going to be up and no good. Ball bounced around a little bit, but a nice rebound here by North Oldham. Ball smacked out though. Double team here on Cole. This one intercepted by Brandon Razor-Moore, who brings it up the court. Nice layup there for him. It's going to be off and no good. And there will be a foul. I believe that one's going to go down on Will Lovings-Watts. And that will be his first foul of the game. And we've seen Will Lovings-Watts get into foul trouble a lot this year so far. Tonight, much more disciplined so far. Normally by now he has 2 or 3 fouls. And now as we'll see an awesome drive inside, but no good by the Mustangs as Will Lovings-Watts brings us up the court on the left side. And now Razor-Moore with it, driving inside on the baseline, throws it over into the corner. Smithers inside to O'Brien. O'Brien out now to Razor-Moore, who puts up his 3, and that one's going to be good, making it 32-16. And the Red Devils have now doubled the North Oldham Mustangs score here at 32. Now as this ball comes over to Roberts, he dishes this one over here. Cole with it. Cole over now. Ashton. This is going to be stolen. Coming up the court with it, that's going to be Razor-Moore as he puts down a nice layup there, making it a 34-16 ball game.
Yeah, the Red Devils are just doing excellent right now on defense, turning it into offense.
As that is what we have seen all night. Plenty of defense for them on this quick and shifty team, as we are going to have a nice bank three-pointer there. The bank is open, as they say. Cole knocks it down. And now exchanging shots. This one's going to be no good, though, from Razor-Moore as he pulls up from way downtown. And this will stay at 34-19 with 3:40 left in the half. As Cole has it here at the logo. And now over. It's Ashton with it. Ashton Cole going to pull another 3, and this one off of the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Lovings-Watts. So he's going to bring this one up. So he sits just left of the logo. So he drives, pulls up, and it is going to be no good off the right side. It's Cole, guarded heavily by Smithers here. Gets a little bit of separation. It's now Ashton with it. Now over here. almost going out, and we will see a steal from Smithers here. Driving inside, Smithers puts it up, no good. And no good on the second chance opportunity as well from Razor Moore. As Ashton brings this one up the court with a lot of power. And we will see what is called. Okay, they're going to call this on Michael O'Brien. It's going to be a second foul. Monty McGee will check back into this ball game. We got a lot of substitutions, actually. Now checking this one in, it's going to be Thomas Ashton. He throws this one far and long, going to be caught by Hawley, who looks right to Carcole. Carcole guarded by Tyson. Now it's going to be driving inside. We're going to have a foul on the play here. It will go to the baseline for a pass in. We're going to see Fairman checking in as well for Lovings-Watts.
His second, team 6. Checking in for the Red Devils, number 23, Jalen Fairman.
Now as we get ready, Ashton checks this one in. Pass into Carcole. Guarded heavily by Jared Tyson. Nice defense there from Tyson as he denies the move from Carcole. Now driving inside, this is going to be stolen by Fairman. That one came so quick we couldn't even see it. And here, the layup from Fairman, no good. But we are going to have a foul call on Fairman. Or excuse me, they called it a foul that was foul. Fairman got fouled. All right, I take that back. They called that one a foul on Tyson. So Tyson will go to the line here. He puts up his first free throw. It's going to be good.
Taking in for North Oldham, number 3, Ian Higdon.
Higdon checks back in here for Ashton. Tyson's second free throw going to be up and no good. It rims out. And it will stay a 16-point ball game here with just over 2 minutes left as Carcole has it at the logo. He's going to send this one over here, Hawley with it. Hawley pulls up from 3, and it is going to be out and no good. Rebound by the Red Devils coming up. That is going to be Studemeyer on a fast break as he knocks that one down, making it a 37-19 ball game with 1:43 left.
Yeah, this is a great half for the Red Devils here.
As they have played exceptionally offensively and defensively. Now Carcole. This is going to be stolen by Brandon Razor Moore. And he is going to dunk it, but it's going to go off the back of the rim. No good. Driving inside, Fairman going to give it to Razor Moore, who misses 2 more times, now 3, and fouled. On the play, Coach Grant's encouraging his guys as I thought that was going to be a monster slam.
You know, you get up there and you're just like, comes right out.
Yep. At least it wasn't the front of the rim though, because you get rim robbed like that. That is not fun.
Yeah, not in the game either, my guy.
No, definitely not. At least with the back of the rim, that's not like, he couldn't get up there. He went too far is what it was.
Yeah.
Too much hops under it. As the first one going to be up and good, making it 38-19. And we'll see Monty McGee checking out, and Will Lovings-Watts going to be coming in. And Anderson going to check in as well. And we're also going to see Scales on the court for the Mustangs. Second free throw going to be up and good, making this a 39-19 ball game with 1:13 left. Now as this one comes over, Hawley with it, now back to Carcole. Hawley has it. Over now to Roberts. Roberts driving, trying to drive. I shouldn't say driving. And we are going to have a foul on Studemeyer there.
Jeffersonville foul number 2, Kobe Studemeyer.
And that will put
his second, team 7. Shooting a bonus for
that will put
Dallas Roberts.
for the 1-and-1 at the line. It's going to be Roberts as he knocks down that one, making it a 19-point ball game here with 52.4 left, excuse me. Second free throw going to be up and no good as it rims off the back. And it comes out, rebound by Lovings-Watts as Fairman brings this one up the court from the pass from Watts. As Fairman has it guarded by Hawley. Fairman drives inside, got a little bit of a lead on him. Now over to Studemeyer, who puts up the three. It's going to be no good. Rebound by Lovings-Watts under the basket. Now Tyson with it. And now we have Studemeyer at the top of the key. I believe we're probably going to see some stall ball here. It's now to go to Fairman. Fairman going to try and drive. Gets a little bit of separation off that nice step back. He is quick and elusive. So it goes over to Will Lovings-Watts now. 9 seconds on the clock. 7, 6, clock ticking down here. 5, 4, 3 seconds. Ball put up on the three. That one's going to be good from Brandon Razor-Moore. And that is how we'll end our half here. 42-20 the score. The Red Devils lead. Wyatt Williams, Gervasio Mitchell, you're listening to 98.5 WJHI, the Red Devil Network. Like we said, 42-20 the score here. Now the clock will get set. As we had an interview lined up, it is no good now, so we are set here for the clock to start ticking down. Just under 10 minutes on the clock. And we get ready for our halftime show. But hey, I want to mention tonight's game is sponsored in part by Larry Wilder, attorney at law, serving Jeffersonville and Southern Indiana since 1986, and a graduate of Jeffersonville High School. For legal problems, Larry Wilder is available by phone or text at 502-930-4152. That is 502-930-4152. Larry Wilder, a proud Red Devil alumni. And as I mentioned, Wyatt Williams and Gervasio Mitchell here. Gervasio, what did you see there in that first half from both teams?
I'd say the first half for the Red Devils, I've seen a lot of talking, a lot of moving the ball around on offense, creating open shots, which, like I picked back off of, I said the whole first half, there was great defense from the Red Devils. Them tip passes, them traps, the steals, everything that they're doing on defense is leading to offense, which is why they're up 22 points right now at half.
Absolutely, as we have seen, like you mentioned, a lot of defense there. Some great defensive plays, especially from Razor-Moore and Fairman, the J-Town transfers, and that has really been the main storyline in this one. Those two really going off in this one, especially Razor-Moore defensively. We've seen that a lot from him in the last couple of weeks. He's made a couple of big blocks. I love the play he's got where he always runs up behind the ball carrier, as they call him. They drive inside, puts it up, and he blocks it off the glass. Those are awesome. I love those plays in sports. Just the real electric plays. But I also wanted to mention something that's very interesting to me. David Levitch, the basketball coach for the North Oldham Mustangs, who was back in his playing days a couple of short years ago. He played for the Louisville Cardinals. As we'll look into some of his stats here, as in high school he averaged 24 points a game, 5.7 rebounds, and 4.3 assists as a senior. As he helped the school he is coaching now, North Oldham, he played for them as well, produced a 18-11 record, and ranked 7th in the state at the time. They were a really tough ball club, as they still are now. But kind of talking about his family and many of the things that have helped him with basketball. His father, he said, has really been his greatest influence. His dad played at Center College to play basketball as well. So a clear basketball family, as he is David Levitch II, his dad Levitch the first, of course. But it is cool to see a guy like that who went and played at such a big level, played at an ACC school, especially at their time of the prime. He played in the years of Terry Rozier, Donovan Mitchell, some of those big names we see even now in the NBA, Damian Lee playing with the Warriors. So it's cool to see him kind of return to his home school and coach. So I really appreciate everything he's doing, as well as he's got a great ball club, as we mentioned too. But yeah, so really good friends with Coach Patino, as I talked with him before the game, and he is really pumped about the team that he has got now. And now as we jump over to the other coach, both coaches really have been on a long whirlwind of coaching careers here. As you've seen, Levitch played for the Louisville Cardinals, now back to his original school, and Coach Grants for the Red Devils, originally coached at Providence. Did some coaching as well at IUS, Indiana University Southeast here in the area. Went down to Fort Myers for Fort Myers High School, coached there, as well as coached some college basketball in St. Louis for, I believe they were called St. Louis Christian, something like that. But and then we talked a little bit about it. He said that he saw the Red Devil job open, and he loved this basketball area. It's so rich with great basketball talent and just Hoosier hysteria at its finest here. If you see the historical gymnasium around us, the old bleachers up in the top section there. But he said he saw that job opening, couldn't pass it up, so here he is now.
Yeah, Jeffersonville, excuse me. Yeah, it's just a great place to be all around. Not just because of basketball, we're known for basketball, but just everything. Great people here, loving. Wyatt, I believe you're from Floyd?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So how do you feel since you came?
Oh, no, it's great. Everybody here has been really helpful. A lot of great people, as you mentioned. An awesome community that really backs everybody else that's from the community. Very accepting people. So yeah, everybody's been really awesome since the transition. It was a really smooth transition. Yeah, it gets call games with a lot of cool people like you, Chaz, and Blake, and yeah, it's a blast for sure.
Appreciate that.
But you played with this Red Devil team, so I also wanted to mention what would you explain as some of these players? What would you say is their playing scheme? What it was like to play with some of these guys?
I mean, I've played with Fairman, Loving, Watts. I haven't got to play with Razor Moore, but I've played with a couple of guys actually. They're all hard-working. Even when season's not in, they're working, getting shots up every day, every morning, before school, after school. They just want to compete at the highest level. I think Fairman, with him coming in, it's a great help boost for the Red Devils, a confidence booster, knowing that you have somebody else with his playing style that can come in and score and play defense, everything that you need for a winning program.
Well, and you mentioned Fairman. As we mentioned earlier, we have seen a big impact from him so far in this game. In his first game, as we mentioned, he's finally eligible through the IHSA, got his 10 practices in as he is ready to play here. As we get ready, we have an interview coming up in just a few moments. We will have sideline reporter Lily Fondrisi interviewing Coach Grants, who we just talked about, the head basketball coach for your Jeffersonville Red Devils. And we will send that over momentarily as the two of them get ready here, and we'll send this over now to Lily.
Lily Fondrisi here again at the half with Coach. Lily Fondrisi here again at the half with Coach Grants. Coach just came out of the locker room talking to your team. What were some of the key things you told them?
Well, the number one thing is we can't let up. I thought we did a good job on the defensive end. Again, we just got to know who's made some outside shots. For them, we got to make sure we take that away. And then offensively, when we jump stop and we finish with our knuckles behind the ball strong, good things happen. So just no more, off balance, flipping stuff in. So I'm really looking at making sure we continue to execute those fundamentals we talked about before the game.
Extremely good half so far. Is there anything you think your team needs to improve on?
Yeah, we're too many one-handed rebounds. We got to go rebound with two hands.
Right, all right. Thank you, Coach. Best of luck in that second half.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Awesome interview there as well for Lily Fondrisi, our sideline reporter here for WJHI. As you hear the words from Coach Grants as he gets ready for this second half here. 2:30 on the clock till we get back to our basketball action, and it was really a pretty even affair, maybe a slight edge for the Red Devils in that first half, but in that second half, we really saw the advantage the Red Devils had once Fairman was on the court, as they got off to a huge run in the second half. And defensively, as you mentioned, they played some great defense the entire first half, but especially there in that second quarter of the first half, we saw that the Red Devils held the North Oldham Mustangs to only 8 points in that first half. So really an incredible defensive effort for the Red Devils.
Yeah, it was a great effort. They just seem to be playing together as a team tonight versus Friday night and Saturday night. I just feel like there's more talking going on, which you need to win a basketball game. You need to be able to talk on the court, have your players. It can't just be your coaching, trying to tell everybody what to do. You got to at least have that leader on that court. And it seems like it's been the whole Red Devils instead of one tonight.
Absolutely, as we have seen scoring all across the board. Everybody putting their name in the hat, putting points up, as we'll see North Oldham return to the court here as they get some warm-up shots momentarily with 1:12 left. I also want to remind everyone here that tonight's game is sponsored in part by Larry Wilder, attorney at law, serving Jeffersonville and Southern Indiana since 1986, and a graduate of Jeffersonville High School. For legal problems, Larry Wilder is available by phone or text at 502-930-4152. Again, that is 502-930-4152. Larry Wilder, a proud Red Devil alumni. And now as we get ready, both teams eager to get back into some basketball action. Clock still with 30 seconds before we return to action, and both teams on the floor with their 5 players. We'll have Razor Moore checking this one in for the Red Devils to Will Lovings-Watts as the clock will stop at 18.9, and we will resume here. So we get back to some basketball action. 42-20 the score. Will Lovings-Watts gets us kicked off here. Nice backdoor pass in there. Beautiful backdoor pass, I should add. And an even better bucket from Brandon Razor Moore.
Yeah, it seems like he had to change his body direction in the air.
Now as we see North Oldham coming down the court, they're going to get an and one on the play. That one going to be from Ashton. Thomas Ashton, the 6'3", 175-pound guard. As we get ready for his one and only free throw of the old-fashioned play, and the senior guard puts it up, and it's going to be no good, and that one's going to go out of bounds off of the attempted rebound from Higdon, and it will stay Red Devil ball as the Red Devils lead by double the score, 44-22 to be exact. Now another great pass, Will Lovings-Watts. Studemeyer didn't like the shot though, as he dished this one into Monty McGee, who gets blocked by Higdon. A great play there from Higdon. So Roberts brings this one up. Thomas with it, puts it up, and it is going to be no good under the basket. Thomas Ashton misses there, and the Mustangs cannot get a hold of it, and it will be Red Devil ball. Studemeyer going to get this one and puts it back to Lovings-Watts. as he brings this one across the timeline. And now, this is going to come over to Studemeyer. Studemeyer almost loses it, regains control over to Tyson now, guarded by Carcole, as he is going to drive and puts up a shot. And that one going to be up and good as it becomes a 46-22 ball game. The Red Devils lead with 6:40 left. And now we'll see Roberts with it. Over now to Carcole. Now over to Hawley. Hawley back to Roberts here. Roberts, the star guard here for this team. As he throws this over into the corner. Carcole puts up the three-pointer, and that is something we saw a lot of in the first half. Carcole knocks down that three-pointer. He is a great shooter, shooting from everywhere and at every angle. And he is going to get a steal there. Carcole bringing this up the court. Nice dish to Higdon, who puts it up on the layup, and it will fall down. Nice little run here from the Mustangs, trying to get back into this game as they're now down by 19. And we are going to have a timeout from Coach Grants and the Red Devils as they will talk this one over, as we have now played a minute 58, just under 2 minutes of this third quarter and of the second half. And so far, a lot of great offense and a lot of great defense from the Mustangs as they come out. And at first, it looked like the Red Devils were going to regain control and just continue riding out the smooth victory. But the Mustangs proving that they are not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, I feel like the North Oldham, they're feeling the game out. They're feeling what the Red Devils are going to do, coming out offensively, trying to see what they're going to do. Their coach is trying to get them set up, just as if the Red Devils right now too. They're seeing what North Oldham's coming out in, and their offense set it up and get it fixed, and the Red Devils should be back on top soon. With their coach David Levitch, you know, he has that top program basketball IQ. He knows which defense to run in certain offenses. He knows which offense to run in certain defenses, which, coming from a top program, you should.
As I love the basketball IQ quote you had there. He has a very high basketball IQ. He is now the coach for his very own high school in North Oldham. As now this one's going to come over to Tyson. Tyson to Razor Moore, now over to Studemeyer. Studemeyer back to Tyson, almost stole there by Roberts. Now to Monty McGee on the baseline. He dribbles this one out. Looking for somebody to give it to. He goes over to Will Lovings-Watts with plenty of space. He's going to drive over and dish this one to Razor Moore, now to Studemeyer. Studemeyer looks. Guarded by Ashton. Studemeyer driving. Nice dish inside to Tyson, but he can't get a hold of it. And this will be another turnover as the Mustangs regain control, as they are dribbling it around the perimeter here. That's going to be Ashton who dishes it inside to Higdon. An incredible, powerful block there from Will Lovings-Watts, as that one sends it way out. Carcole with it, now over to Roberts, now back to Carcole. Wonderful play there, as Ashton now has it at the top of the key. He dribbles with it, loses it, regains control here. Now this one's going to go over, and it is going to go out of bounds as Roberts tries to gain control but cannot. And now dishing this one in, it's going to be Razor Moore as Studemeyer has it. Studemeyer crossing the timeline now. So he has it at the logo, over now to Moore, younger brother of Razor Moore, who has it now. As Razor Moore tries to drive, almost gets stolen in there, as it will come back out up top to Lovings-Watts. As we look over at the scoring table, we see Fairman crouching down, getting ready to come back into this game. Now as Lovings-Watts has it, he will dish this over now. Studemeyer has it, now back to Will Lovings-Watts. Lovings-Watts drives inside, looks for the pass, it's going to be no good. Another turnover here. Mustangs driving down the court, and this is going to be a foul on the play. That one's going to be on Razor Moore. And stepping to the line is going to be Roberts.
Seemed like a clean block to me, though.
It was a close one. I think the call there is the first free throw going to be up and good. I think the main call, what they were looking for there was he didn't really have any room to come down. I think that's maybe what they were calling that one on. But nonetheless, you are correct. It was a close one, as the second free throw going to be up and good as well, making this a 46-29 ball game. As we click down under 4 minutes, as Fairman has it, and this one's going to be stolen, but it's going to be a step out of bounds that does it for the Mustangs there. And it will return to the Red Devils here. Studemeyer checks this one in. Fairman with it. Red Devils got to start getting something rolling here. The Mustangs have a little bit of a run going for the moment. Still a comfortable lead for the Red Devils nonetheless. As we will see Studemeyer driving to the right. He gets this one over to Moore. And now going inside, now over to the corner. Here is Fairman. It's Fairman. Has it guarded by Carcole. He's going to drive inside, and a alley-oop for Will Lovings-Watts. This one's going to go down as an assist from Fairman and a basket good for Lovings-Watts. Now as North Oldham has it, this one's going to be tipped. Great defense there by Lovings-Watts. As Ashton has it, he dishes it over into the corner. Three-pointer up and no good. Rebound Fairman. He drives inside. He looks over to the corner here as Moore has it. Moore, no good. Rebound by Razor Moore, the older brother of Moore. Pass to Studemeyer, who lays it in for an easy two, making this a 50-29 ball game for the Red Devils.
That was a good look there from Razor Moore to hit Studemeyer, cutting down the basket off the rebound.
Many good looks we've seen in this game. Lots of unselfish basketball, we should mention. And now this one's going to come over. Pass cross court here. And stepping on, no, there's not going to be a step on the line. It's going to be, yes, it is. So Carcole steps on the line. It's going to be out of bounds, as we're going to see Florence check into the basketball game here. Moore is going to be inbounding this one to Fairman. Fairman has it. She drives left over here, sends it to Razormore, who passes it inside. Nice steal there from Roberts, and Cole with a crazy athletic play to maneuver himself between two players and not lose it here as he loses the ball. Now as Moore dishes it over to Studemeyer, brings it up the court. Studemeyer going to be fouled here. And it will be Studemeyer heading to the line for two.
Number 2, Austin Cole. His first, team's first. Shooting 2 for the Red Devils, number 2, Cody Studemeyer.
Studemeyer puts up the first free throw. It's going to be up and good, making this one a 51-29 ball game. 32 points here. The separation, or 22 points, excuse me. This is going to be up and no good on the second free throw from Studemeyer. Now driving right, it's going to be Ashton, puts up the jumper. It is going to be no good on the play. And we are going to have a blocking foul. And now that foul going to go on Anderson here. Anderson, one of the many sophomores and underclassmen that are on this team. Fairman drives inside. A beautiful play there from him, making this a 53-29 ball game. And now is Fairman guarding Roberts, who drives inside, no good. Now Fairman brings it up the court. Nice pass to Florence, who lays it up off the backboard. It's going to be good. 55-29 the score here with 1:20 left in the third quarter. Now driving to the right, it's going to be Hawley. Hawley puts up the jumper. It is going to be no good off the front of the rim. And now as Moore has it, driving inside. Nice bucket there by him, but it is going to be blocked. It's going to go out of bounds, but it will stay Red Devil ball.
Austin Cole.
Yeah, back off on that layup that Fairman had. That was a good, slow the ball down, run your offense, and get to the bucket.
Absolutely. Now as we see Fairman with it again. Guarded by Roberts. He's going to drive inside, over now to Studemeyer. Studemeyer pulls up from the baseline, and it's going to be good.
Again, another pass by Fairman.
Yes, he has made a huge impact in this game whenever he's been on the court. As this is his first game back, as we've mentioned, this will be a huge addition for the Red Devils. He has been lethal offensively and defensively. Only one foul in this game as well, so not anywhere near foul trouble as we head into the fourth quarter here in 40 seconds. Hawley into Roberts. North Oldham with it. Now it's going to go to Roberts. Roberts going to drive inside on Florence. Shifty guard, looking for space. He gets it back out to Cole, who pulls a deep three. No good there. Rebound Studemeyer, who drives to the right side. Over now to Fairman, who sits patiently with it. 9 seconds on the clock here to end the third quarter. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, clock winds down. Fairman looks to get up a shot. He does, and it will fall in. And we have seen a buzzer beater in all three quarters so far. First quarter we had a buzzer beater for the Mustangs. In the second quarter we had a Razormore three-pointer over on the far corner. And there we have a nice basket from Fairman as he improves this lead to 30 points here, as it is a 59-29 game. Clock resets at 8 minutes. So we get ready for this fourth quarter. And now Gervasio, the tunnel seeming to get closer to this victory for the Red Devils. What are some of your takeaways here in the first quarter of the second half?
I feel the Red Devils are still having momentum. There's nothing that North Oldham can do to stop them. They're still playing great defense as they were in the first half. They're just playing together as a team. They're gelling together. Seems like a little better tonight, and that could help on later on down the road.
Well, and as of right now, North Oldham averages 100 points a game because they've only played one game so far. But now as we end our third quarter, they sit at 29. This will drag that average way down. Ball going to check in here to Roberts, who has it at the logo. He brings us across the half-court line. Now to Carcole. Carcole to Ashton. Now to Roberts, who's going to pull a deep three, and he buries it, making this a 59-32 ball game. Now a nice pass, another nice pass inside, as that's going to be Brenton Moore, who knocks down the bucket, gets back on defense quickly. And now driving inside, and that is going to be a block and a catch off of the block from Carcole as he knocks down the basket. Now Studemeyer moves up the basket quickly. He puts down his shot. And these two teams going back and forth now. As we see a great play from Kobe Studemeyer there.
Seems like he floated in the air just a little bit on that one, Wyatt.
He did. The hops were definitely there. He levitated, as they call it. Now Ashton with it. This three-pointer going to be up and no good off the front of the rim, but a rebound by Carcole. That one no good as well. Then a steal from Carcole off of the rebound from Razor Morris. Carcole knocks that one down. As Carcole comes to get back on defense. He has been impressive all night, shooting the ball and defensively. As we will see a foul on Carcole there. That will be his second foul on the game. There's Razor Moore. Checks this one into Fairman. And it seems like every single second that Fairman has been on the court tonight, he has been the best player, or if not the second best player on the court all night. He has been incredible at all angles, offensively and defensively. And I can guarantee you that Coach Grants is extremely happy.
Extremely.
That he's got Fairman on this basketball team.
Yeah, Fairman, he just brings that dog. He wants you to get physical with him. That's what gets him going. Playing with him, being his friend, his best friend actually growing up. Knew him since first grade. He's just always had that in him, wanting to go kill mode and just get to the bucket.
That's that first one there from Fairman, going to be up and good. Second one here on its way. It's going to be good as well, making this a 65-36 ball game. As North Oldham going to bring this one up. This is Ashton with it. You know, and I talked with our very own Clay Abels, the sports director here at WJHI, and he has been heavily involved over the years with the KHSAA. He even called some of the football state championships. But he told me this North Oldham team in a couple of years is going to be a top team in Kentucky, and they're even projected right now to possibly even win their state title in their division, as they have shown some great shining moments tonight. As there's going to be a block, and the basket will count, and it will be an and one on the play here. But they are loaded with sophomores on this team, as they have five or six sophomores on their varsity squad right now. So this is going to be a senior loaded team in just 2 years. The free throw going to be up and good there. That one from number 23, Austin Gibson, the captain of this basketball team. This one's going to come over to Smithers in the corner. It one's going to be up and no good off the back of the rim. Now bringing it up to court, it is going to be the Mustangs. Three-pointer no good from them as well. As we see a nice rebound from O'Brien, as Fairman puts a defender on skates in midair as he thinks there's a pass coming, and Fairman does not. Fairman all night has been an escape artist. Call him Houdini, as he I believe we're going to have a timeout from Coach Grants here. But Fairman has been doubled for most of the night and still continues to fight through those double teams. He is an electric ball player, and I have seen plenty of highlights from him, but this is really the first time I've ever watched him play in person. And he is an incredible talent on the basketball court. As I would say, as of right now, I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, so don't quote me on this one, but I believe he's got to be leading the Red Devils in scoring right now, or very close to it. Maybe the number 2 guy right now. But as for all around the court, he has been that guy. He continues to pop in and out of hard situations where he's been double teamed up the court, in the front court. No matter where it has been on the court, he's been double teamed, and he has done great with it all night. As we'll see it here. And now Studemeyer brings it up and knocks down the basket. And that's one of those things coaches always say, you know, if you get double teamed, I know it's stressful, but that means somebody else is open. As we're going to see a crazy athletic Euro step play there. That one from Roberts as he puts it in. This is going to be a full court pass here to Michael O'Brien, and this will be a foul on Smithers for an illegal ball screen. As the clock is ticking down, we're going to have Jared Tyson checking in for Brian Smithers on the play. And now bringing it across the timeline, it's going to be Roberts. There's North Oldham. Has it here. They're driving inside. It's going to be Roberts over now into the corner. Three-pointer up and no good. Rebound under the basket by Gibson. As he misses and gets his own rebound yet again. Austin Gibson, the 6'3" senior, puts it down the second time. And a rough pass there. Tyson barely misses it. As we see Razor Moore, Will Loving Swats, and Monty McGee checking in here for Fairman, O'Brien, and one more person supposed to come out here, and Florence. There it is.
Yeah.
I was like, well, guys, I think we have 6 guys. I mean, I'm no master at counting, but pretty sure I see 6 white jerseys on the court. But all worked out now. Florence comes off. We have 5 guys on the court. That's going to be Tyson, McGee, Studemeyer, Loving Swats, and Razor Moore. As we're going to see a three-pointer from Roberts. It's going to be up and no good here. Studemeyer triple teamed. And now as we see a double team here on Loving Swats, Tyson's going to bring this one up. He is going to fan this out. Nice play by him. Now in front of us here, Loving Swats with it. He dishes it inside to McGee. McGee has a pass block, but catches his own block pass. And Razor Moore is going to lay this up to make it 69-43 with 4:03 left in this game. It's now you see Roberts across the timeline driving inside. Out now to Gibson, who puts up his three. It's going to be no good. We got a rebound by Studemeyer, who brings it up the court quickly. He then brings it over as a nice up and down and under the basket play from Will Loving Swats. Crazy athleticism there as we see him showcase it.
Just basket. So long.
Oh, he is. He is an exceptional talent there. As we're going to see the basket, no good from Roberts. Now as Will Loving Swats brings us up. And a haul of Red Devils headed in here in just a moment. Monty McGee puts up his shot. It's going to be good, making it 72-43. As we're going to see a quick rotation here, we've got a lot of new players. Fairman checking on here. Lots of smiles and hugs. The Red Devils, this is a big moment for them as we see Jeroy Ellis. We see Caleb Thomas. We got Brian Smithers out here and Tavian Palmer.
And number 0, Tavian Palmer.
As the Red Devils role players head in now. Now driving inside, it's going to be Carcole who puts it up, and it is going to be no good. We're going to have a foul on the play. I believe that one's going to go on. It's going to be on Tavian Palmer.
Team 7, shooting the bonus for North Oldham. Number 2, Austin Carcole.
And Austin Carcole puts up his free throw. It is going to be up and good.
Seems like he has majority of the North Oldham points.
That was something coming into this game. Carcole's second free throw up and good there. That was something coming into this game. Talked with the head coach here for North Oldham. He talked about they have an incredible, talented guard setup here. As we see it from Roberts and Carcole, who put up the majority of the points tonight. And this is going to be up and no good. Looking for an oop. Doesn't have it there. So we're going to see Smithers coming up the court here. Nice backdoor pass there to Fairman, but it is going to be blocked. Carcole coming up the court all by himself. And he knocks this one down, making it 73-47. Red Devils lead with 2:30 left in this game. As we're going to see Smithers on the baseline here, loses the ball. It's going to go out. And it will be North Oldham Mustangs ball. So we will see the check in here. This one coming in to Will Yoakum, who gives it back to Carcole. Long three-pointer on the way and no good there from Carcole. Up now to Fairman. Fairman with it. As Fairman, who wanted a foul call there, doesn't get it. Carcole bringing up the court. Layup going to be good. And we are going to have a timeout.
Timeout taken by Jeffersonville. It's a full timeout.
And that is going to be our timeout there. 73-49 the score here with 2:08 left. Red Devils lead. And as for North Oldham, you're sitting here, you're down by a pretty decent margin. 24 points to be exact. Not really any way to get back into this one, but what are some of the things that you take away here, Gervasio? If you were the coach of North Oldham, what are some of the takeaways you would have here to have your guys running here in this last 2 minutes?
I would have them, I'd just have them play with effort, finish the game out. No matter how bad you're losing, effort. You got more games after tonight. This game, yeah, it's a tough loss, but you don't see them again until maybe next year.
Yeah. As I definitely do not disagree with you. It's one of those old things, finish what you started. And we've seen that. They have been all in this game from the first whistle all the way till that final buzzer. As we are going to see on the court from the Red Devils, it's going to be Palmer, Ellis, Thomas, Fairman, and Smithers. Now as we'll see Palmer checking this one in. He goes to the other side of the baseline here to Smithers. Now to Thomas. Thomas brings this one over to Fairman. Fairman has it. Drives aside to Jeroy Ellis, who puts up the basket, gets his own rebound, and it's going to be no good, but Jeroy going to be fouled, and that will send him to the line. And Jeroy Ellis, a kid with an incredible story, goes to the line. Misses the first free throw as Jeroy gets ready for that second free throw to make this a 74-point ball game, and he does. It's 74-49 with 1:45 left. Now putting up the shot. It's going to be up and good. That one from number 20 for the Mustang. That's going to be Miles Gay. Nice basket from him there. Now as we will have a pass in off of a out-of-bounds play to Fairman, who is double-teamed. He is still going to find a way to get inside. He just was from the Jeroy Ellis. Fairman going to take the assist on the play. And Fairman has meshed well with everyone on the court tonight. He has been a very key piece for this Red Devil team, as we're going to see a three-pointer up and good. That one from number 5, Jack Scales, the 6'3" sophomore guard. Now as we'll see Fairman with it. Double teamed again. He's going to throw this one up the court. Caleb Thomas. And then now Jeroy Ellis, who puts it down. That's 5 points. 5 consecutive points for the Red Devils have all come from Jeroy Ellis. Now Jeroy guards Carcole, and Carcole knocks down the three. As he makes this a 78-57 ball game. As Fairman comes up the court with legitimately 4 people guarding him. It's now Thomas with it. Double teamed here. Dish inside is Palmer. Palmer out to Thomas. Thomas over to Fairman. As See him dribble it out. I believe that's how we're going to let this one run out. The clock will run down. The white flag is raised from North Oldham, and that looks to be your final here as the clock ticks down 2-1, and the buzzer goes. And an incredible storyline night for the Red Devils tonight as they win 78-57. Fairman makes his debut. Coach Grants gets his 4th win of the year. And that is how we end this one as we get ready for an interview with Coach Grants. We saw him before the game at halftime, and now we will see him yet again here at the end of the games. He had an incredible win here as we will send it over to our very own sideline reporter, Lily Fondrisi, who will now take it away with an interview with Coach Grants.
Lily Fondrisi here tonight with our last interview for Coach Grants. Coach, great win tonight, great team effort. I noticed that on the sideline during your timeouts, you kind of had some of your leaders, like Will Levingswads, kind of lead your timeouts. I want to know what your strategy was behind that.
I just want us to be empowered. I want our players to start taking more ownership in this team. I want them to challenge each other. You know, a lot of the stuff that we've been struggling with, the stuff that the coaches are repeating over and over, and I want to put more pressure on the players to take ownership in that and take the lead in that and hold each other accountable for that. So we knew going into tonight's game I was going to let my players run the timeouts, something I've always done. You know, we're finally to that maturity point enough. I felt like this year that they could handle that. So I was proud of how Will led our timeouts tonight. He showed good leadership for this team.
You know, looking back on that, it seems like it really did help you all.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here tonight, Coach. Great win again.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And now as we bring it back, just to recap shortly on this game, 78-57, the final score. Gervasio with some takeaways from this game tonight.
The Red Devils, again, the defense, teamwork, just playing hard, doing everything they need to pull out this dub. They seem like a more of the old Red Devils the past couple of years, that everybody's playing together, playing as a team, running up and down the court, playing as a basketball team. That's a couple takeaways I have. What about you, Wyatt?
Some takeaways I had, Fairman, and then some more Fairman sprinkled on top of that. Fairman. No, he played really good tonight. It was really cool to see him come in and mesh very well with this group. Of course, we know he had already played with this group, so it was cool to see him come in and continue what he had there. But I also want to mention tonight's game is sponsored in part by Larry Wilder, attorney at law, serving Jeffersonville and Southern Indiana since 1986, and a graduate of Jeffersonville High School. For legal problems, Larry Wilder is available by phone or text at 502-930-4152. Larry Wilder, a proud Red Devil alumni, and we will close this one off here as we have a 78-57 final score. Wyatt Williams, Gervasio Mitchell with you. Go Red Devils. You're listening to 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville.